In this video, we'll travel from Mardi Gras to Santa Fe to visit historical places, museums, ride a couple trains, and make van adjustments. On the last video, I pulled into Lake Charles, Louisiana soccer field parking lot in a downpour and attended Mardi Gras. Today, I'm leaving Lake Charles for the DeQuincy Train Museum. DeQuincy Train Museum in DeQuincy, Louisiana. It's a beautiful old building.
We have outside exhibits as well as this one. We have a passenger car and we have a steam engine.
Leaving DeQuincy, Louisiana, I drive to the Escapees RV campground in Livingston, Texas for 3 days of R&R. Most people get annoyed by train crossings blocking their travels, but for me it was a front row seat. Leaving the Escapees RV park, I drive to Temple, Texas. Spent 2 nights here at the Elks parking lot in Temple, Texas, and used that time to explore the town and visit the train station. They had a couple of craft breweries. We'll go over here and see if the depot's open and what Amtrak trains come through here. Okay, the Texas Eagle is scheduled at 4:35 p.m. Not too sure what the lone caboose is set up for out here. It'd be funny if it was like a little Airbnb or for rent for private events or something. I left Temple, Texas and drive to the Regency Bridge. If you've ever watched the Texas Country Reporter on public television or on YouTube, they start out the program with a truck driving across the Colorado River over the Regency Bridge. So this has been like chasing a ghost. I've driven like 30 miles out through some of the most desolate country to get here. I didn't even think the bridge was open. It is open to traffic, but gross vehicle weight 8,000 pounds and I'm 9,000. So I am not going to try to drive across it and risk collapsing a Texas historical artifact. There's a little RV park over on this side. And this is the Colorado River. I left the Regency Bridge for an overnight at the Brownwood Walmart after touring the Train Museum and Harvey House. The Lehnis Railroad Museum has a pretty elaborate building here. Unfortunately, they built it facing north, so the museum, the north side, the entry side of the museum is never in light. It's always in shadow. They have a big grand opening planned Saturday. And they're in there already working on the model railroad.
See, there's these little bald spots. They don't have any rocks on them. If you could just take this and just gently pick some rocks into that.
They've got a beautiful mural painted along this side of the building down by the street. They've got one of the little kiddie trains that they run on Saturdays. Across the street is the Brownwood Harvey House. This is the Brownwood Depot that houses a Harvey House Museum. So we'll walk through right quick. Having to turn the lights on myself. So they don't have all the lights turned on. This is a restored section of the Harvey House dining room, complete with floor, tables, and the original wallpaper. Leaving Brownwood, Texas for Lubbock the next day, I was amused that there were wind farms and oil wells. I called ahead and got a service appointment at Mercedes for an alignment, rotation, and balance. It drives so much better I can't believe it. I settled into the Elks RV park at the end of a long day. Next day I head out to Santa Fe. In Santa Fe this morning, we got down to 27 last night, had a hard blowing storm, made a little bit of snow. It was enough to turn the mountains white. I stayed toasty warm inside in a little diesel heater. I took a drive up to the ski lodge for the view, but turned around when the roads got icy. The rail runner heading out to Albuquerque. Our train's going to be backing in here at the platform, and we're going to be loading in just a couple of minutes.
But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. That train keeps a moving.
This is the sunset train ride on Sky Railway.
You mean everything to me.
Soda Dam is a natural rock formation located in Jemez Springs, New Mexico. There were families and kids playing, so I didn't take any photos. Battleship Rock marks the beginning of Black Canyon because of the steep walls blocking the light. I don't know what the elevation is here, but it's got me huffing and puffing just with a short walk I took to get up to a little higher elevation here. I'm standing in the middle of a caldera, in the middle of a volcano, I guess it is. Mountain ranges, mountains all around, and we're obviously down in a low spot, and that, I guess, was the middle of the volcano at one time, kind of a high point right in the middle, and then the mountains continue around. It's a beautiful, beautiful area. Driving along the edge of Bandelier National Monument into Los Alamos and back to Santa Fe. I hate this intersection. The light puts you into a middle lane where you have to merge right and immediately turn right to get into the Elks Lodge. I had my turn signal on and was driving slow beyond the barrier, waiting for traffic to go by, when the driver behind me passed me on the right as I was trying to turn right. All right, today is Wednesday, and it's Seniors Ride Free today. So I am riding the Rail Runner or the Road Runner, I'm not too sure what it's called, from Santa Fe down to Albuquerque, just to walk around, check things out a little bit. But parking is expensive and hard to come by in Santa Fe, and plus it would be a hassle down in Albuquerque. So this is a free park and ride lot just a few miles south of town, and it was suggested that I come park here, catch the Rail Runner here, and ride down to Albuquerque and explore the town for a couple of hours and then catch the train back. So here we go. So they call it the Rail Runner, but they have the Road Runner as their logo. So that's why I'm confused as to the name of it. The tracks run right down the middle between the interstate lanes, so you have to take a pedestrian crosswalk over to the station. For you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're rolling into downtown Albuquerque. Let's get down here and get ready to get off. All right, downtown Albuquerque, and we look like we got the Southwest Chief or something here. Got an Amtrak train here, so let's go down and check it out. Got a rail fan out here filming the train. He said it's eastbound to Chicago. He's over here behind me. I'm not gonna be real obvious about trying to get a picture of it. So yes, it's Southwest Chief number 4, eastbound to Chicago. That's the train that's outside. They've got Greyhound bus and Rail Runner and Amtrak all serving the same place. Had to get away from the station there before I shot any video. There's a lot of homeless people walking around, and I didn't want to be taking pictures and drawing attention myself and maybe causing incidents, causing an incident, getting anybody upset. I'm on the way to a restaurant called The Grove. Met some people on the train. They recommended that was a good place to go for lunch. So let's check it out. Well, I hope it's a good place. It's certainly crowded enough and loud enough. This is the Ex Novo Brewery in downtown Albuquerque. Pretty nice looking place. Had one beer so far, and it's very good. Okay, we're on the northbound Rail Runner back to Santa Fe. So had a good day in Albuquerque, had a good lunch. Well, that was fun. We're back at our station. I visited the O'Keeffe Museum today. They do not allow any video in there, but I was able to take some still photos that I'll incorporate into the video to give you an idea of what it looks like. This is the central plaza with restaurants and vendors all around. Well, the peppers hanging from the lights. Getting around downtown Santa Fe was quite a problem today. All the roads into and around where I was going were closed for construction and the like. So I think I'm gonna head on out of town. I've had my fun today. This is Diablo Canyon, I'm told. Entering Bandelier National Monument, you can see how big the canyon is and how long it is. It's full of Pueblo ruins and lands of at least 23 tribal nations. Made it to Bandelier National Monument this morning. This is my first stop, so there'll be a lot of stops today. And so far, having not done any research on it, it looks like we're celebrating another big hole in the ground. All right, let's go check it out. We haven't even made it to the visitor center yet to check in. Traditional oven used by the Pueblos, introduced by the Spanish. They've got a nice paved trail here, handicap friendly. Talked to the ranger and he said Bandelier was primarily a walking park with a lot of archaeological finds and geological observations. Steps up to the cave dwellings. At the visitor center down there, it was 6,066 feet elevation. So pardon my huffing and puffing. Call this the Longhouse. It's a row of rooms below some cliff dwellings. There's no road that goes out that way. And then the visitor center is back that direction. Right, I'm in Los Alamos, and we're going to look at the Oppenheimer House and the Hans Bethe House. This is the Oppenheimer House over here, which, as I understand it, is not open to the public, so we can peek in the windows or something. And then we'll see if we can get into the Hans Bethe House, which has a Nobel Prize on display. Let's walk over here to the Oppenheimer House first. Okay. Thing of interest I see over here is this car in the garage. An old Plymouth. Still has a tag on it. Right in the middle of Bathtub Row are some historical ruins. And so here are the Indian ruins right in the middle of Bathtub Row. Right next to the cabin here are the ruins that we were just looking at. Scenic view pullout on the road out of Los Alamos. A smoke bomb truck on the way to Santa Fe. I'll visit 3 of the oldest sites in Santa Fe.
Is there a possibility I can go back to the garage and unload some of these things there?
Up the building, the floor, they painted this white, and she came in No, sweetie.
Oh, I'm not allowed to do that?
There's a hammer there.
Oh,
Are you like, you know? The Loretto Chapel is 2 blocks that way. I love that.
I needed that energy.
isn't that fun?
Yes.
Oh my god, I need this in my house. Isn't that fun?
The Loretto Chapel.
That's all for this trip.